In 2017, Gauteng was the most visited province in the country, with a total of 17.6 million overnight stays and an estimated 17.9 billion rand in revenue. While it is impressive, tourism experts say it's only a reflection of the potential for driving more revenue to the province. Gauteng, through content marketing, can inspire more travel and definitely greater business opportunities. Well, so says some of the experts I caught up with at the launch of a brand new magazine.
That's ready. You have the date. I'm closing at 2000, sold to the gentleman golfer in the Navy.
An inspiring launch of a new magazine for the province of Gauteng. The excitement here is around how this magazine can impact on various sectors. It offers a window to business opportunities, sector growth initiatives, and leisure and travel.
But this event, particularly Destination Gauteng, which is really about trying to attract businesses and business events to Gauteng, speaks to the heart of what we try to do. South Africa only ranks about 34th in the world in terms of events that come as business events. South Africa is number one in Africa and the Middle East. What we need to try and do, and what this initiative does for Gauteng, is really to try and get Gauteng to compete against Cape Town, because Cape Town is the number one business event destination in South Africa and as a city in Africa. So what it does really is it recognizes the opportunity that exists. It recognizes that tourism is a key driver of the economy, a key contributor to jobs, can play a really important role in alleviating some of the challenges that we have with jobs in South Africa in particular. And Gauteng as economic hub, it's just a natural. This should have happened a long time.
Tourism contributes around 9% to employment in South Africa. Now this represents around 1.5 million jobs, a significant number, more so given the high unemployment rate of around 27%. But what will set Gauteng apart from other provinces in marketing itself as a leisure destination?
The one thing that all tourism, particularly in South Africa, that we all need to do is to ensure that there's a differentiation. Differentiation between the provinces, differentiation between the cities. But most importantly, what we really need to do is we need to drive domestic tourism. You know, as South African tourism, we launched We Do Tourism, and the really important reason we want to do that is to ensure that everybody gets to know that everybody plays a role in driving tourism and contributing to the GDP and to creating jobs in South Africa. And tourism is a big player in that aspect. So that the challenges that we face are really ensuring that even South Africans themselves are traveling in South Africa. The challenge that we face now is we get about like 10 million visitors to South Africa in the past year. But when you look at domestic tourism, it's one of our biggest challenge. But one of our other biggest challenge is to ensure that we get women into tourism, to get young people into tourism. Also that we diversify tourism in terms of ensuring that we go to other smaller places. Don't just concentrate everything in Johannesburg, Cape Town and Durban, but also try and find those hidden gems. But also from a transformation perspective, try and ensure that we bring in new players into the sector.
The launch of the magazine is actually the hard work of one entrepreneur under the mentorship of Standard Bank, the sponsor of this magazine.
In Gauteng, we have 2 incubators, and we have touched over 260 entrepreneurs that have gone through structured development programs. They have already created over 160 unique new jobs, so that contributes directly to economic transformation. But in addition, it helps to create new jobs that are needed. But we're also finding that the innovations that's coming out of these entrepreneurs are becoming a lot more sophisticated. So we're seeing a lot more technology-based businesses, women-owned businesses, women in technology businesses. And that's just some of the examples of how these entrepreneurs are contributing to Gauteng.
In terms of the narrative of this new publication, it's all about shifting perception.
Gauteng is not poverty-stricken. The continent of Africa is not poverty-stricken. South Africa is not poverty-stricken. That's not all we can see when we look at this amazing province. As we said, it's the richest mile in Africa. It has beautiful buildings, beautiful people, amazing entrepreneurs with the potential to provide their products and services, not just locally, but a lot across Africa, but also globally. So those products and services can go into other countries. That's the narrative we need to change.
we're going to impact quite a lot of lives because we are now profiling Gauteng not just only as a province whereby you're coming to look for greener pastures, but it's also as a destination place, you know, a very good environment for you to come and invest in. You know, people often see Africa in a different eye, but you're like, hey, Africa it's not actually as bad as it looks like. You know, you've got Gauteng, which currently it's actually known as the New York of Africa.
Nashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.